In 2007, a group of older adults known as the Grandriders broke onto the scene, shattering stereotypes with their scooter adventures. This year, they hit the road again for a 10-day round-the-island trip. Leading the pack is Kuo Shen-sen, a centenarian who proves that age is just a number. The youngest rider is 65-year-old Chiu Chi-hsing, who's tackling the challenge with a prosthetic leg and a will of steel. We join them on the journey in our Sunday special report.
我今年66岁，有梦最好，追梦成真。
我是朱光正，今年85岁，90岁来一次，95岁、100岁再来一次，独乐乐没有众乐乐的好玩。
这本手册要用10天呢。这里要真。丢。
It's March 2024, and 29 senior citizens are gathered here with a shared dream. Their average age is 75. Some are hard of hearing. Others are cancer survivors. Some of them are living with heart stents. Despite their physical limitations, they're ready to embark on a 10-day, 1,175-kilometer adventure that will take them around the island.
不了骑士右，待会我喊号码，你喊右，1号右，2号右，3号。
The 29 Grandriders have trained long and hard for this day, even going on a 120-kilometer test ride 1 month earlier.
我们用最完美、最漂亮的车队，我们做好今天的出发单 ，O 不 OK？OK。
Their helmets and scooters are numbered for easy identification. This way, volunteers can keep track of the group throughout the trip. Today, the Grandriders set off from Taiwan and make their way counterclockwise around the island. But the trip starts out bumpy.
The main issue was the heavy rush hour traffic. There was a left turn signal and some of our Grandriders got confused. They saw everybody turning left, and so they turned left too. Later, there was some space by the side of the road, and we regrouped there. It's a good thing that we had our volunteers on hand. They noticed the issue right away and brought our Grandriders back here.
注意哈，我们这段路天气比较凉哈，但我们运气很好，目前没有下雨，所以请大家都把外套穿起来，待会骑车的时候拉链拉起来哦。
With the cold front pushing south, temperatures are down to about 14 degrees Celsius. The Grandriders face a rigorous test against the cold.
怎么样？会不会冷？
冷没有感觉，还好。骑摩托车是我最欢喜的地方。
The top of a scooter is my favorite place to be. On a scooter, you can ride up to the mountains. You can head down to the water. At my age, being able to ride a scooter to the mountains and the water is great.
Grandrider Kuo Shen-sen tackles life with a smile, and that's his secret to good health. At the age of 100, Kuo is on his 5th round-the-island scooter challenge. Holding up special stickers made just for him, the centenarian is proof that it's never too late to chase your dreams.
He's drinking his nutritional supplement. We call his supplements Happy Meals. They keep his energy up and they're easy to digest.
The older Kuo was assigned number 1 for the trip. He leads the way, cruising along steadily and surely.
所以我看到我爸爸的努力，他必须要1整年的时间要维持自己的健康。
I can see all the effort my dad puts into these trips. He prepares the whole year, keeping up his health so that he can ride happily for 10 days. He's setting a very important example for us kids. He's working hard in pursuit of his own happiness to build his own life, even at the age of 100.
骑摩托车环岛嘛，那这样的事情其实对很多年轻人来说都是。
They're riding scooters around the island. That's a challenge even for a lot of young people. The fact that they can do it has a great deal of symbolic significance. It shows that not all older adults are stuck lying in bed. They can also go out and do very interesting things, very challenging things.
As a young man working for a factory, Kuo went from Taipei to Kaohsiung each week, traveling by scooter. So he's no novice when it comes to this mode of transport. Even at the age of 100, he still has the stamina and willpower needed for long trips.
才100岁，我觉得不老啊，100岁正常的，在我来说100岁正常的啦。
I'm just 100 years old. I don't feel old. For me, being 100 years old is normal. I'm no different from anyone else. You see, I'm full of vitality. I just live a normal life. I sleep at 9 o'clock, I eat 3 meals a day, I go out and exercise, I ride my scooter, I exercise happily. That's it. I'm happy just doing that.
To help Kuo complete the trip, his son and daughter have both taken time off work.
2019的时候，那时候2019的时候，然后他那时候骑环岛，我陪的时候呢，我是骑摩托车陪。
When Dad did his round the island trip in 2019, I joined him on a scooter. When he did it again in 2022, I went along in a coach bus. In 2023, she went along in a coach bus.
他说应该轮到我了吧。
I figured that this time it was my turn. It's my turn. So I raised my hand and volunteered to be with him.
爸爸这么健康，其实对我们小孩子来说是我们的福气。为什么呢？
It's a blessing for us children that Dad is in such great health. Why is that? I'm taking time off work to have fun with him. That's better than taking time off work to be with him in a hospital, right? A lot of people ask us how we can do this. I say this is a happy occasion.
我是独角爱玩客，我只有一只脚，照样玩遍台湾。不舒服，这只，其实这个
At 65 years old, Chiu Chi-hsing is the youngest Grandrider in the group. When he was 4 years old, he lost his right leg in a gravel truck accident. Growing up, he endured bullying and ridicule.
人家也都说啊，那个掰开啊，那个掰开安怎？啊，其实我们都已经很习惯了。
People would refer to me as the cripple. I got used to it. You have to get used to such things. If you don't, you end up miserable. There's nothing in this world that you can change simply by worrying about it. No amount of worrying can make a thing better, so why worry?
然后这样。
With his characteristic candor, Chiu pulls off his prosthetic leg in front of the camera.
像我要去洗澡，我也是要这样跳过去洗澡。
He calls himself the one-legged fun seeker. With a prosthetic leg and a will of steel, he climbed to the top of Yushan in 2022. In 2024, he's riding around the island to cross it off his bucket list.
其实很多跟我们一样的人哦，真的走不出来。
Actually, there are a lot of people like me. They can't come out of their shells. Instead, they just hole up at home. That's extremely bad for them. I might walk slower than other people, but I can still reach the finish line.
回去连天的时候，在谈恋爱的时候。
For one older couple, this round the island tour fulfills a promise they made to each other 50 years ago.
的时候，我们夫妻就有说过了，说我们现在要拼经济，没办法出去玩。
When we were young, we said to each other that our finances were the top priority. We couldn't go out and have fun. We said that once our children were grown and our finances allowed it, we would go on a scooter trip around the island.
Several years ago, Wang Chaoqing saw his brother lose his wife. His brother could only carry a photo of her on a train to fulfill their round-the-island dream. It was then that Wang and his own wife realized that life was unpredictable and that they should live with no regrets. So Wang's wife, Ji Tianhua, learned to ride a scooter and obtained a license. Together, they signed up for the Grandriders Club to make their dreams come true.
We had wanted to ride on a single scooter, but the association said no. We each had to be on our own scooter. But that's fine. Getting out there is what matters.
The 10-day trip is like the winding paths of life, bringing surprises at each turn. As new challenges arise, the Grandriders navigate the road at their own pace. This sense of mastery over one's own fate might be the ultimate dream for both young and old. The Grandriders press on, inspiring those around them at every stop. During the trip, they even serve as ambassadors against fraud and scams. Smiling wide, they shout slogans in a public awareness campaign. They cut dashing figures as they go on their way. To these small children, they're veritable superheroes. They set off again, bringing along the good wishes of the locals. On this particular journey, every turn is a fresh beginning, and there are many more exciting chapters yet to come.